I'm just going to make this video real quick because I wanted to point out a few things in the APA references page you submitted that would be easier to show instead of trying to put into like written feedback. So let's just go through the entirety of this and just kind of build it again, if you will. A few things I just want to point out right off the bat. Everything should be in the same font. Right now, these are in different fonts. You've got different fonts and different font sizes. Everything needs to be the same. Don't copy and paste. Don't ever use one of the citation software, like the citation machine or anything like that. They don't work. They do a very bad job. For example, we'll get to it, but this one right here, these are not the authors. These are entirely different. So just keep that in mind. Instead, if you want to use something, use Zotero or EndNote. Both of those are very good. It takes a little bit more to get them set up, but they actually work right. But for things like this, I generally just say don't at all and just just spend some time learning APA. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make the whole thing double-spaced. So I'm going to come into, is it paragraph styles? I forget exactly where this is in Google Docs. I want to say it's paragraph styles options. No, line spacing, there it is. Double space. And then it's going to be centered for the references. Now right now, I'm in Arial 11, and that's a mistake. I want this to be Times New Roman. That's kind of the industry standard. Times New Roman 12 point. Enter, you see I've got the extra space, just like you do here. And that's fine, but all of it needs to be double spaced. And then we're going back over to the left. So the first one you have is Richard Byrne, and it's a YouTube video. So Byrne R, you always abbreviate the first name, and if you have the middle name, you abbreviate that one as well. Or I don't know Richard Byrne's middle name, but you would do it like that. And then you put the date, which you did, 2019, April 5. Now the thing is, this is a YouTube video you are signing. So let's go ahead and pull it up.
Hi,
this is perfect. So normally, if the username right here, the YouTube username was different, you would have to include that as well, and you would put that here in brackets. So if his YouTube username was something like rburn, you would do it like that. Because it's the exact same, you don't have to. And I know this because I went to APA blog, YouTube video. You find the YouTube. Now this is citing a YouTube channel, but we want to reference to a YouTube video right here. And it tells you all this. It tells you put the author's name, their screen name, and then further down it talks about how you don't have to include their screen name if it's the exact same, so on and so forth. It gives you the whole format right here. So we're going to use that. So we've got the author's name, we got the screen name we don't need, we got the year, month, day. Now we need the title of video in italics followed by video file. So the title of the video is How to Use Edpuzzle. Let's see. To create video-based lessons. Notice that all of these are lowercase except for the first word and any proper nouns. And all this needs to be italicized just like it is over here. The title of things are going to be italicized. And now we do video file, just like it showed us. Keeping track of punctuation. There's no period after the title. It's reserved for after the brackets. Retrieve from, and then the URL. Retrieve from, and then our URL. So let's just get the share URL retrieved from there. And when I paste, I like to, one thing you can do is paste without formatting. On a Mac, it's Command-Shift-V. I don't know what it is on a PC. That way it preserves my Times New Roman 12 point and my spacing and everything like that. Notice there is not a period on the end of this, on the end of these URLs. The only thing left with this is we need to do the hanging indent. So let's see, where is, that should be align and indent, indentation options, and we want hanging for the special indent. Perfect, and now we come down to the next one. I don't want that to be a link, so I just Command Z or Control Z to undo. Now we're coming down to the next one. Notice there's no extra space because you've got some extra space here, even though these aren't double spaced. There's no extra space. Next one is you're citing quizzes itself. You don't have to cite quizzes itself. That's the tool that you're using. You don't have to cite the tools that were used. You only have to cite the resources that were created with those tools. Think of it like if you're citing an academic article, you wouldn't cite Microsoft Word, which was used to write the article. You're just citing the article itself. So you don't have to cite quizzes. Let's see this one right here. This looks, yeah, this is a YouTube video, so we do need to cite this. So book creator is the channel name. So because we don't know the author's name, and you could, I mean, if I really look through here, we might be able to find the author's name. I'm really not sure. And that would be a good thing to do, but I'm not going to waste your time making me do that. So book creator, and these are in brackets, remember, right here. You got the screen name. Let's see, oh wait, hold on. And to type about author name that appears outside of brackets. If the user's real name is not available, include only a screen name without brackets. So you don't put it in brackets if you only have their username. Book creator, and the date over here is 2020 March 8th, 2020 March 8th. And the title is book creator, and creator is capitalized because book creator is a proper noun. Book creator tutorial for students and parents. And that is a video file. Retrieve from. And we get our URL. Command Shift V to paste without formatting. And then we're done with that one. And this next one right here. This is one thing I wanted to talk about. You cited Golf D, Cough D, Johnson M, Johnson M. I'm almost positive this is because you used a Citation Software, because this is the author right here, Ashley Marquez, however you pronounce it. Golf D is just Darren Goff is just a person who commented on this. This is a random person off the internet. Same with Mary Jane Johnson. These are just random people off the internet. They have nothing to do with the creating of this resource. This is another example of why those citation software do not work. They just scan the page and they look for names. And when they find a name, they cite that name, whether that has anything to do with anything or not. It didn't find this. It didn't find Ashley Marquez, because that's part of an image, and it didn't read the image. So don't use those. They're bad. They're very bad. So instead of that, we need to cite. Let's move this back over. Marquez A. I don't want this to be a link. Marquez A. And let's see if we can find a date on when this was published. Usually that might be at the bottom, maybe. I do not see a date on here. Let's see. We know it was at least back in 2016, but we don't know if it was in actually 2016 or not, because there's no date officially posted, so we're just going to do no date. In period D period. And then for our title, using Chatterfix in your classroom. And again, that is Chatterfix is caps because it's a proper noun. Using Chatterfix in your classrooms. And now this is a blog, so I know there's a official APA for a blog. So let's just look up the Purdue OWL, because they're usually right on. I have noticed that they're wrong on YouTube, which surprises me. But all the rest of them I've ever seen, they've been right. Electronic sources. Let's make this big so we can see it. Do they have one especially for blog? Blog post. Here we go. Last name, first name, all that stuff. Title of post, publisher, and then the URL. So the publisher is Teach, Create, Motivate. Teach, Create, Motivate, and then retrieved from the URL. Command Shift V to preserve formatting. And the next one, Damian, I don't know how to pronounce that. Presidente. President. Right? We forgot the retrieve from and HTTPS and things in front of there, but that's okay. We'll fix it. All right, using Chatterpix Kids in the Classroom, is that the right one? Yeah, that's the one you used. So let's cite this. I hate these pop-ups so much. So we have the author's name, president, comma, D, period. Remember, you always, and we also have their middle name, so we can put that as well. It's good to be specific if possible. January 29, 2018. So 2018, January 29. The title is Use Chatterpix, and it looks like, is that the correct capitalization for Chatterpix? Because I did not capitalize the P. It is. That's the official one, so we're going to come back up here and capitalize it like it's supposed to be, because again, proper noun. Using Chatterpix Kids, and Kids is also capitalized because Chatterpix Kids is the proper name of that app, in the classroom. And this is another blog post. So, the journey with technology. Oops, help if I could type. Journey with technology, retrieved from, and then we just paste our URL. We need, let's see, do they have HTTPS? Let's see, they do, good. So we're going to include that. Retrieve from here. Now this, what I'm about to show you, is a personal preference. You don't have to do this. It's not in the official APA, but whenever the URL jumps down to the second line and leaves a lot of blank space, I like to put a space in it like that. It just makes it look better. Again, you don't have to do that. I'm not requiring that. Just something to consider. So we're done with that one. And here's another YouTube video. We know this looks like it's just tossed in there randomly. I'm not sure what that is, but we're just going to go to this YouTube video and then cite it like we have been. We have Stephanie Bernthal.
Hey there, my name is Stephanie Bernthal.
And she is indeed the one creating it, because sometimes you might have somebody's channel here and they might pull in other people, so the author would be different than the channel name, but we know that's not the case in this, because she just said her name, Bernthal, S, period, and it is 2017, January 28. Title is Chatterpix Tutorial. Oops. And I did the lowercase p there because she did the lowercase p there, and we go off of her title. Tutorial, and it is a video file. Retrieve from here. Command Shift V to preserve formatting, or Control Shift V if you're on Windows. And this one, I'm assuming you're trying to cite Canva. Again, you don't have to cite the actual tool you use to create it, just the resources. And then we have another YouTube video, looks like. Intro to Canva. And then down here, it's Ashley Abby, looks like. Let's double check.
Hey everybody, this is Abby from the virtual.
Yep, Abby Ashley. Ashley, comma A. And it is 2017, June 9th. Intro to Canva. And Canva is caps again because it is a proper noun. Video file. Retrieved from. Just get the share link. Command Shift V, preserve formatting. Retrieve from there. And we are almost done. We got to put these in alphabetical order. Bernthal is going to come higher up. So it's going to be up here, just like book creator is above Bern. MP, and then Ashley is going to become first before all of those. So this is what it should end up looking like, something like this. Notice they're in alphabetical order. They're all the same font. The spacing is the same between all of them. I have references at the top. All of the titles are in italics. All of the publishers or the websites, is the way to think about that, are not. And I have retrieved from and then the full URL, including https://. Some websites might just have HTTP. That S is basically means secure, and not every website has it yet. Most of them do nowadays, but not every single one has it yet. So if it doesn't, leave it off. But just keep that in mind. You need that, the HTTP://. And that's the references page. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to help. Thanks.